Hello guys, welcome to another video. So this car here is a 2010 Camry. So this car came to my shop this morning. The problem with the car is the customer was driving on a highway. Suddenly the car just stalled on its on and off. Then he parked it, crank it, refused to start. Crank it, the car did not start. So let me show you how the car is at the moment, what the car is doing. You see now, on the ignition, as you can see, all the light on the dashboard are okay. See check light, see battery, oil, but sorry about that. But whenever we crank it, as you can hear, the car is cranking, no sign of starting. As you can hear, the car is cranking, no sign of starting. That's the issue of the car now. So let's go to the engine bay to go and do some of our check-ins. Okay, so here we are at the engine bay. So we are going to continue with our tests. So the first thing on Toyotas that I normally do is whenever a car came in cranking without starting like this, the first thing I check is the power here. We have to have ignition, power light here, and ground. Those pins you have to have at here, then ignition on this wire. So let's put on our test light and check that. So here's my test light. I'm going to connect it. Sorry, I'm using one hand. So as you can see, our test light is lighting so bright and beautiful. So it shows that the light has ignition has made it to the coil. So the injectors again is the same fuse, the same relay that power on these coils that also power the injector. So no need of checking the injectors, ignition them only. So because it's the same line, it's the same feed. So I'm very sure that this ignition power has reached to the injector also. So the next step is that I can hear our, I don't know if you can hear, let me take the phone close. I don't know if you can hear it. Our injector mouth, our throttle body is making noise. It shows that it's making some sound. It shows that the ECM is already powered, but why is it not starting? Let's do another test again. Okay, so the second test I want to make here is I want to test if because we know in this coil of Toyota, there's the system that they use in the coil. Those two middle wire, there's IGT and IGF. So I think if I'm not wrong, the IGT is the control signal from the brain box that fires the coil, and the IGF is the reference voltage that go back that tell the ECU that the coil has been fired. So as I said, if I'm not wrong, because it's vice versa, I may be wrong, the IGT or the IGF, but sure, those two wires are the IGT and IGF. So all what I want to test now is to see, because the IGF, yeah, the signal return to tell the brain box that the coil is being fired, supposed to have 5 volt. So all those 5 volt, the 5 volt on this coil will be on this one, and that one. Yeah, that 5 volt reference supposed to be on all of those coils are the one that will tell the ECM that which of the injector coil, the ignition coil that's fired. So I want to test that 5 volt here on the ignition coil to see if that 5 volt reach here. Yeah, so as you can see, I connect my meter to battery negative, that is ground. So I'm going to use my positive lead to test one of the wire on the coil socket. As you can see, we have 4.7, which is good, equals to 5 volt. Yeah, when I remove it, you see it went to 0. When I touch it again, see what I'm touching at the middle pin, you see it's reading 4.7. So at the other middle again, we will not read anything. This is the signal control from the ECM. Whenever the ECM want to fire the want to fire the coil, that is when a 5-volt square wave will not be sending to this coil before the coil will be firing. So my next step now is I want to connect it like this and then try to crank the car to see if we are reading any voltage. Yeah, so as you can see now, I'm connecting it at the other IGT, at the other middle wire. As you can see, our meter is reading 0 voltage. Help us crank it. Crank it. No, crank it and hold it. You see, it's reading nothing. Crank it again. You see, it's reading nothing. It's okay. This shows that the ECM is not sending the power to the coil to start the car. So what is the next step again? My suggestion is, I think, but I know someone may be asking me why is it that I do not scan the car. So I think my next step is to scan the car. But from the looking of things, I know where this issue is coming from. But let's scan the car first and see what fault code are stored in the ECM. So unfortunately, guys, as you can see, I'm under the car now. When I get under the car, see what I found. I think, yeah, see this wire. I think this is the wire of the crankshaft sensor. Yeah, is the wire, the crankshaft sensor down here. Yeah, let me see if I can show you the crankshaft sensor. I don't know if you can see it. Sorry guys, there is no space. It's around that pulley. Yeah. I hope you are seeing it now. Is that socket now? That's the sensor and the plug. So I think the problem here is that the wires fall down at the shaft. Yeah, it follow near the shaft, so it shaft that hold the wire and cut them. Yeah, I think this is our problem. Definitely this is the problem. But what really happened that made this wire to come near to this shaft, for the shaft to cut them like this? What really happened? I think I will talk to the customer, ask him if is the work on this side recently, because on a normal, this pin, oh, you can see it, this is supposed to be a clip that will clip on the manifold here, that will click on the manifold, right? Yeah, that will prevent the wiring from coming down to the shaft. This is the shaft that I'm touching. Yeah, the clip is already broken. Yeah, there's supposed to be a clip here, but I can see one of the clip here, this particular one. Yeah, as you can see, this particular one, like, focus camera. So as you can see, this particular one is okay, but I don't know what happened that makes the wire to come and lay down on this shaft for the shaft to cut it. So let's fix this wire now and see how we are going to shift the wire far away from this shaft. Yeah, you see how we are going to shift it far away from the shaft so that the shaft won't touch it again. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do now. So guys, as you can see, here is the wiring that I'm trying to connect it back, because already you can see the socket of the crankshaft position sensor. Yeah, here is it. As you know, the wire has been cut in by a shaft, so undermost the wire will be short, so I have to add wire. So here's the wire I'm adding, and don't bother about the same colors of wire that I've connected there. I've already checked the pin out. I've already know the colors before I join them, even from inside the connector to the main wire that come from the ECM here. So don't worry about that. So I want to tape the other wire then put another rubber sheet like this, then put it back. So here's the plug again, here's the wiring. Yeah, I put another cover, so I will now tape it back and plug it. Yeah, here's the connector. So you can see the wiring now, guys. See how I arrange the wire. Yeah, I tie it here. Yeah, so nothing will ever bring this wire down to the shaft again. You see it? At absence of the click, I now use one of my wire and tied with this power steering hose. Yeah, so it will never come close to the shaft again. As you see space, yeah, far distance from the wire to the shaft. So yeah, I think this is the permanent solution. Yeah, as you can see, even from here, let me show you another side of it. If from here, I don't know if you can see it. No space. No, you can see it from here, but I think here is much better. Yeah, and as you are seeing it, and apart from the shaft, it's not even near to the even power steering pulley also. So as you can see, the connector to the crankshaft sensor, so everything is fixed now. I think it's permanent now. So let's go out, go and start it and see. So here we are inside the car, done repairing the wire. So let's start it and see. Play your bet now. Is it gonna start or it will not start? So on the ignition, start it. Oh yeah, finally fix it. Yeah, so I think the car is fixed now. The start and raise up fine, as you hear. Yeah, the car is fixed now. As you can hear, the engine is running. Yeah, so the car is fixed, by the way. Yeah, so the car is fixed now. It's running perfectly well. So as you can see, that was pretty straightforward diagnostic. Yeah, as you can see, no guessing work, no like long process, just straight to the point. And the most important thing here is that always follow your data. Yeah, that's the most important thing here, because like the RPM speed, which in other scanner will show engine speed, where does the engine speed come from? What tells the ECM that the engine is running is the crankshaft position sensor. So whenever you are starting car, the ECM is live, all the lights are intact, but you are not seeing RPM signal or engine speed. The next thing you should check is that crankshaft position sensor. Yeah, is the one that controls the RPM, that sends the engine signal to the ECU before the ECU will fire the coils. So that IGT, the control wire of the coil, that other middle one that I was talking about, right now when we connect that same multimeter on it, you see it's sending on some voltage, some 5 volt voltage like that. Yeah, that's the ECM sending, controlling to the coil. That's why the car now start. When we test it, you will see the voltage fluctuating from 0 to 5. Yeah, the ECM controlling the coil. So that's the end of the video, guys. Thank you for watching. See you another time. Bye bye.